Welcome back, dear students. In today's session, we are going to solve exercise 4.3 questions. Before we begin, let me tell you about the deleted part in quadratic equations. The first question, method of factorizing by completing squares. Okay, this method of completing square part is deleted from your syllabus. Method of completing square. This was one of the method of factorizing. Okay, one method is splitting middle term. The second method is by using quadratic formula, and the third method was method of completing square. So we'll not be doing this method of completing square. We'll begin with question number 2. The above questions, these questions we have to factorize by using quadratic formula. Okay, using quadratic formula we have to factorize. So let's learn what is quadratic formula. Even I discussed this formula with you in the previous sessions also. So for a general form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of quadratic equations. So if I want to find the roots of this, I can use this formula, that is quadratic formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, this formula is called quadratic formula. Okay, keep this in mind. This will be very useful for you in higher classes also. Quadratic formula. In this formula, this part b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. It is called discriminant, usually denoted by letter D. So if I say D, that is b square minus 4ac. So usually what we do, first we find D value from the equation. Okay, this A, B, C in the formula, A, B, C are nothing but the coefficients of x square, coefficient of x, and the constant. Okay, every equation will have this A, B, C. You should take those values and just put it in the formula. You'll get the roots of the equation. Okay, so we are going to apply this formula in place of this b square minus 4ac. We can also write D. Okay, we can write even D also in place of b square minus 4ac. So this D is called discriminant. Let's continue with the second question. As I said you, the first one is deleted. Applying quadratic formula for the above questions and factorizing them. I'll explain you 2 bits. The remaining 2 bits you must try. Okay, then we'll also solve the other questions step by step. So coming to the first question, find the roots of the quadratic equation using quadratic formula. So first I'll find the values. I'll compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c, and I'll find the values of a, b, c. Okay, so in place of a, you can clearly see here the coefficient of x square is a, that is 2, and coefficient of x is b, that is minus 7, and the constant term is 3. This way you should first find a, b, c values, then find the discriminant. Just now I said you what is D here? Discriminant b square minus 4ac. Finding b square minus 4ac, put b value. B square is minus 7 square minus 4ac, 4 of the formula. A and c are 2 and 3, so 4 into 2 into 3. Okay, so minus 7 square is plus 49. Okay, minus 7 into minus 7 is plus 49, and 4 to the 8, 8 3 times is 24. Okay, 49 minus 24 gives you how much? 25. That's right. So 49 minus 24 is 25. This is the discriminant or the value of d. Now I'll write quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus d under root d by 2a. Okay, what is d here? You can even write b square minus 4ac in place of d, or you can write d here. Okay, that is also correct. So I am writing d here, substituting the values now. Minus b. What is b value here? What is b? B is minus 7. Okay, and d value is 25 by 2a. Okay, b is b value is already minus 7 and the formula minus. Okay, two minus signs we get here. Putting the values, I get minus of minus b, that is minus of minus 7, plus or minus under root 25, that is d value is 25 by 2a. 2a is how much? A is 2. So 2a is 2 into 2. Simplifying it further, minus into minus become plus 7, and root 25 is 5 square by 2 into 2 is 4. 7 plus or minus 5 by 4. Okay, root 5 square and root will get cancelled and answer is 5. You can even write directly 5 for root 25. 7 plus or minus uh, 5 by 4. So this plus or minus 5, it means this we should consider both the signs. Once we'll take plus 5 and next time we take minus 5. Okay, so x value will be x is equals to 7 plus 5 is 12 by 4, that is 3. 4 1 times, 4 3 times, and x is equals to 7 minus 5 is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Okay, so this is the way we can find the roots of any quadratic equation. Okay, however it may be, this method can be applied for any quadratic equation, but splitting middle term method is limited. Okay, it's limited, it cannot be applied for every quadratic equation. Let's continue with the next bit now. The second bit, the third bit I am going to explain now. The third bit of this question number 2, these you can see the values are in the roots here. Again I'll compare this with ax square plus bx plus c, and abc values we get as 4, 4 root 3 and 3. Okay, a is 4, b is root 3 and c is 3. It's very simple. Okay, first compare the values, write abc values, then put them in the formula, that is d form, that is d discriminant. So finding d now, it becomes 4 root 3 square minus 4ac becomes 4 into a is 4 and c is 3, 4ac. Okay, putting this in the formula, then simplifying it, 4 root 3 into 4 root 3 becomes 16, and root 3 into root 3 becomes 3, because root 3 into root 3 is 9, that is 3. Okay, so root 9 is 3, I can write root 9 as 3 here. 16 into 3, and this 4 for the 16, 16 into 3. Okay, so I get 48 minus 48, that is 0. So discriminant can be 0 also. Okay, if it can be 0, it can be a positive value. Discriminant can also be a negative value. Okay, so we learn about this d value can be negative also. So when the d value is negative, we say it has no real roots. That we learn in the next last exercise. Okay, now we are just focusing on finding the roots. So d value is 0. Putting this in the formula now, minus b plus or minus under root d by 2a. This is quadratic formula. What's minus b? B is what? What is b here? 4 root 3. Put it in the formula, minus of 4 root 3 plus or minus D value we got as 0. So we'll write 0 here by 2a. A is 4. Okay. So a value I have written 2 into a, that is 2 into 4. Minus 4 root 3 by 2 4 times is 8. Okay. I can cancel this 4 and 4 here. I get minus root 3 by 2. Here I am getting only one value because root 0 is 0. Root 0 is 0. So I am getting only one value here, that is minus root 3 by 2. So we say this has equal roots. Okay. This type of roots are called equal roots. Means both the roots will be equal. Minus root 3 by 2, minus root 3 by 2. Same roots we have. So whenever, just remember this, this will be useful for you in the last exercise. Whenever this d value is equals to 0, roots are real and equal. The nature of roots is real and equal. And when d value is greater than 0, this d value is greater than 0, no, that is 25. So we say real roots. This has real roots. This type of roots are called real and distinct roots. Real and distinct means different roots. So looking at the value of d, we can say how will be the roots. This is called nature of roots. We'll learn this in the last exercise again. As we got an example, I am discussing this concept here. Okay. So real and distinct roots when d is greater than 0, and if d is equals to 0, real and equal roots. Then if d is less than 0, if d value is less than 0, okay, if d value is greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. Distinct means different. If d value is equals to 0, equal roots, real and equal roots, okay, real and equal roots will be there for this. If d value comes as negative, that is less than 0, we say no real roots. No real roots exist. So this is called nature of roots. Okay. These are the methods to find nature of roots. How will be the roots? Next, let's continue. You can even note down this in your classworks. Let's continue with the third question now. I have explained you these 2 bits. The remaining these 2 bits you should try on your own. Okay. Now let's continue with question number 3. It has 2 bits. Here these are algebraic expressions. So first we'll convert them into quadratic form. After converting into quadratic form, we can find the roots of that. Okay. So we'll find the roots. First we need to convert them into quadratic equations form. X minus 1 by x is equals to 3. I can cross multiply it. Okay. X minus 1 by x. The denominator will be 1. LCM will be x. Cross multiplying it. Okay. Cross multiplying it. X into x minus 1 into 1. Okay. So you get x square. X square minus 1 by x is equals to 3. This x cross multiplies with 3. It becomes 3x. X square minus 1 is equal to 3x. And this 3 comes to the left. Transpose this to the left. You get x square minus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. So we have got a quadratic equation. Now I'll use quadratic formula. Same thing what we did in the previous question. We'll first find the values of a, b, c. A is 1, b is minus 3, and c is minus 1 here. Okay. So we'll compare this with the standard form and get the values of a, b, c. Then what do? Then we find discriminant. Yes. B square minus 4ac, that is minus 3 square minus 4ac. Okay, 4a and c is 4 into 1 into minus 1. A and c is 1 and minus 1. Minus 3 square becomes 9, and minus into minus is plus 4. So 9 plus 4 is 13. So this 13 doesn't have a perfect root. Okay, Sometimes we get perfect root number, sometimes we get non-perfect. That doesn't matter, okay? Whatever d value we get, we should write it in the formula. Substituting this in the formula, x is equals to minus b. What is b value here? B value is minus 3, okay? So I can put minus of minus 3 because minus b and this b is also minus. Two minus signs will come, okay? Minus of minus 3 plus or minus d is root 13. So I wrote root 13 by 2a. 2a, a is what? 1. Simplifying it further, minus of minus 3 is plus 3 plus or minus root 13 as it is by 2. So the roots of this will be 3 plus root 13 by 2, 3 minus root 13 by 2. So we get two values. It's difficult for us to find this type of roots by using splitting middle term, okay? We cannot do these questions by splitting middle term. You see, first term into last term is minus x square. How do you find factors now? The sum should be 3. I can write 1 as 1 ones are 1, okay? But I won't get the middle term. So I cannot use splitting middle term method here. So that's the reason I said you splitting middle term is limited. We can use quadratic formula for any type of equation. So how are the roots here? Roots are real and distinct because d is greater than 0. Observe this also here. D is greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. Let's go for the next bit now. Here we have 1 by x plus 4 minus 1 by x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. These x values should not be equal to minus 4 and 7, because if x become minus 4 plus 4 becomes 0. So 1 by some 0 is not defined, nor it should be plus 7, because x value, if x value becomes 7, this also becomes not defined. So x values are other than minus 4 and 7. Here also we apply the same method. This is called butterfly method, okay? Let me tell you about this. Whenever you have 1 by a plus 1 by b, 1 by b, the LCM will be a into b, okay? This is called butterfly method of solving. First we multiply a and b, we write it as ab, then cross multiply this a, b with 1 and this a with 1, okay? Cross multiply, b into 1 is b and a into 1 is a, cross multiplying, okay? It's forming a butterfly, just like butterfly. So using this method, whenever you get like this concepts. So here I'll use the same method. LCM is x plus 4, x minus 7 into x minus 7 and cross multiplying it. After cross multiplying, open the bracket, it becomes minus x and minus 4. Plus x minus x gets cancelled here. Minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11, okay? So minus 11 by this whole term as it is equal to 11 by 30. If I want, I can cancel 11 and 11 here also, or I can transpose it. This 11 by 30, okay, will become 30 by 11 when it comes to the left, and this part goes to the numerator, x plus 4, x minus 7. Now we cancel 11 here, remains 30 minus 30. Opening the brackets, multiplying this 2, okay, as I said in the beginning of this chapter, by distributive property, x into the whole and plus 4 into the whole term, x minus 7. So when you simplify it, you get a quadratic equation, x square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30, minus 28 plus 30 is equals to 2, okay? So this type of multiplication and framing a quadratic equation we have done in first exercise. So this is the quadratic equation. Now we'll find the roots of this. factorizing by quadratic formula method. Comparing with the standard form of quadratic equation, a, b, c values are 1. If there is no coefficient, if there is only x square, the coefficient of that is 1. B is minus 3 and C is 2. Okay. These values I'll put in the formula now in the quadratic in the discriminant first. I said you first we find discriminant. B square is minus 3 square minus 4ac is 4 into 1 into 2. We have already got the values of ABC. So we'll just put those values here and find discriminant. Minus 3 square is 9 minus 8, that is 1. So discriminant is 1. Now we'll put these values in the formula. Minus b. What's b value here? B value is minus 3. Okay. B is minus 3. So minus b become minus of minus 3. Right? So same thing we are doing here. Minus of minus 3 plus or minus d is 1. So root 1 by 2 into a. 2 into a is 2 into 1. This becomes 3 plus or minus root 1 is 1 only. Okay. Root 1 is 1. So plus or minus 1 by 2. Now first we take plus sign. 3 plus 1 by 2, that is 4 by 2. 4 by 2 gives you 2. 2 times is 4. Okay. Then next we'll take minus 3 minus 1. First we take 3 plus 1. Then second time we take 3 minus 1 because it is plus or minus. Okay. We should take both the signs. So 3 minus 1 by 2 is 2 by 2, that is 1. So the roots of this equation are x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 1. So this is the way we factorize by using quadratic formula. In the next sessions, we'll continue with the remaining bits, remaining questions of this exercise. Okay, take notes regularly and submit your classwork clip of your classwork, short clip of your daily work on the group. Okay, and don't burden yourself with the pending works. Okay, that will create problems in future. So complete your work regularly, keep your work updated. Okay, thank you.